Hey friends, your old pal Bo here, the only man on YouTube with a face for radio and a voice for print, coming at you, giving you a little update on my the mini warm-up, mini painting challenge for the month of September. These are the two I did in the last couple days. This wizard, I think he's a wizard. He's from some kind of, I know he's a Games Workshop mini. He's from Warhammer Fantasy Battles, I think. So I painted him up in the maroon to match the rest of my Inquisitor army. And I painted this one first. This is one of the inquisitorial retinue from the Ashes of Fate. And I had the cloak done, you know, in the style that I've been doing. And I got to this. He's got like it was the top. And I didn't know what color to do it, and I wanted to do some contrast, so I decided on this orange. And and this club that he's got, I don't know why he's got a club when he's got two swords, but anyway, just did that, just brown and a little contrast around. And I like his eye patch. It's got that kind of Yul Brynner look going on. And then I did this like Nehru collar, did that gray, and just the copper bronze. I think it's bronze. No, that's copper on the inquisitorial eye, and then he's got this just plain swords. Anyway, so I did this guy yesterday, and that darn cat had sent me this guy, and I wanted to kind of make a match, but not really. And then Cat suggested that he have some anime hair to match his anime pose. I know during the stream, some guys, I think it was Brian from World War II, maybe said he looked like he was singing an operatic piece. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Anyway, so he was on a slot of bass, and I cut the bass down to the pins, and I pinned him in some cork, and I put him on a Renedra, a thin Renedra bass. He's kind of a shorty. He's like a short 28 millimeter. He needs a little bit of work on the face, but not a lot. It's maybe a little bit of darken up the lips and maybe lighten up the cheekbones and the nose a little tiny bit. But I'd say he's a tabletop standard. This one's actually going to go back to that darn cat when I see him again. I tried to get a little bit of, show some of that contrast and some of that detail on his version of that thing. That's some edge highlighting with some lighter orange or ochre, and then a sepia wash underneath, and then the bronze for the metal and some sepia there, and contrast yellow belt, brown boots. I really like the way this guy turned out. The thing about the mini warm-up challenge that I've got the most benefit from is how it's really pushed my painting abilities. It's because it's forced me to practice, right? And I am really not even a journeyman level painter, more novice level. But the best way to get better at painting is to paint. You don't get better at painting by watching videos of other people painting, or by talking about painting. You get better at painting by painting it. The hands probably still need a little bit of work. Maybe some highlighting on the tops of the fingers. I think I did capture the spaces in between pretty well, but that's I'm making some progress on the other ones. The rest of the retinue from the Ashes of Faith box. I just wanted a shadow of face for him. I need to paint that inquisitorial eye, but that, and I've got to paint that inquisitorial eye too. I'll probably do that in bronze or copper. Just get the purity seal, and this he's the one. He's not the one with the skull, is he? No, that's the other one. But you can kind of see where I'm going. Making progress. I'm almost batch painting, but not quite. This guy's getting close to being done. I've got to do some work on his knife hilt. Usually those gun core brown, and then that hand. I've put a couple. a couple layers of dead flesh, trying to build it up as a purple, and then paint the pistol hilt. And I got the same, oops, out of focus, that same metal, that metal that I've been working on that ball end of his pole arm. I kind of like the idea of a guy who's got like grenades and knives, right? Well, what do you do? Well, I can stab him, or I can hit him with this, mace end, or I can, I throw my grenade. But yeah, that armor, I've really been happy with the way that's been turning out. I think I might make that a regular thing. But that's kind of where I've been going. So I've got a lot of guys who are sort of half finished right now. I gotta do that fire, hopefully, and then that face is not done at all, but he's got that big floppy hat covering it up. So put a little bit of some transparent paint on that bone just to. I like that it's just gray though, like that gray bone. But so I've got a lot of batch painted, half finished minis right now. Things I'm just working on, still working on sisters. Start doing the hair a little bit, batch paint the hair and the guns. But yeah, so that's been this month. So yeah, expect another video later in the week. I want to talk about GURPS again, why I play it, and why I think it might not be right for you, but it just might, right? Why do I play GURPS? I've got this as one of the War Games Atlantic boxers. Don't look at his skin; it's terrible. But I gave him a gun instead of. I think he had a pistol before, like a broomstick handle Mauser. But your inquisitors need chaff, right? You got to have guys that are willing to just rush into the battle. That skin, actually, that arm looks pretty good. And that meat cleaver is not bad. I just need to touch that handle up a bit. And then finish that face, because that face is terrible. My gosh, it's terrible. Hair's okay. Cloak's okay. Pants are okay. Belt's okay. That's actually, the belt is contrast paint. But the shirt is not. That's not contrast paint. That's the same P3 Sanguine base with some black ink and then some Sanguine highlights. This is what I've been working on for September, right? And I've been enjoying it. I don't know how much I'll be able to get done for the end of the month. I've just always got tons and tons of stuff going on. That's not related to mini painting. And then my next project for the channel is some kit reviews on some vehicle accessories. Look forward to that. And then I've still got tons of minis that are in the gray. So that's pretty much, again, just an update for where I am this week. I'm going to save these 3 for later, and I'm just going to call these 2 substantially complete. I might do some work on the base, maybe some Martian colored, Martian orange. What's that stuff called? Texture paint or ground effects. Because right now that's just sand and kitty litter and white from or gray from the Zenithal. It's just on most of these bases.